just hit send on my Valentine's commission email, and I am so nervous about it. It's so heart-wrenching and nerve-wracking to put something out there that feels so personal. I don't get this kind of anxiety about hosting new products anymore because I've learned that just because a product doesn't immediately do well on my website doesn't mean it's not going to sell at markets and stuff. And like over time, I've always had the ability to send emails to my email subscribers on Shopify, but for some reason I just never did it because I thought it would be really daunting to learn how to do it, but it's actually so easy. So I just made one and sent it out for the Valentine's commissions, and I'm so scared. I'm so scared that people aren't gonna, like, I'm not gonna sell any of them, but I'm bracing myself for it, that if they don't sell, that it just means I have to do something different next time, or maybe this isn't the best use of my time and energy. Whew, yeah, I don't know why. I'm just so stressed. I'm just so stressed. On the bright side, if I don't sell any, I won't have that work to do. So that's fine. Doesn't mean that my art is bad. It doesn't mean that people don't like it. Okay, I gotta go post about it on Instagram and Facebook. Is there anywhere else I should post it? I feel like Pinterest isn't really a good place to post something like this. I don't know, we'll see. Someone just bought one. I sold at least one. I feel happy. I'm glad. Oh my god.
Disposition felt like the most constructive way to approach it, because you're not gonna I can't be toxic. And I remember moving my head over from one side and go bloop, 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 bloop.
Hi, it's Wednesday and I've got some exciting updates for you. I sold out of my commissions! I'm so glad. I was prepared to sell none and that was gonna be okay. In other exciting news, guess what came in the mail? My notepads. First, I was laughing when they came and I picked up the box and I was like, oh my gosh, why is this so heavy? Because my brain was like, I'm expecting a package the size of a notepad, but I ordered 50 notepads, so of course it's like a big heavy box. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Ta-da! Aren't they cute? I love them. I'm very happy with them. I'm never gonna get tired of how exciting it is to see things that I make in print. So cool. I have a vision of making a similar but different version that maybe doesn't have lines, or maybe, I don't know, to pair with it, and it would be like a set of 2 that you can buy together. This is a trial run though. I'm gonna see how these sell before I get too carried away with making similar things. So that's my down the line vision dream. And then also in this order was Wizard Cat restock. He's just exactly the same as he was before. I just did a reorder print job. Thank you, Jukebox. Your stuff is always such good quality. I'm always very happy with it. It ain't cheap, but it's worth it. So love that it's Canadian. Trying to support Canadian as much as possible, especially with all the chaos politically right now. That's all I'll say about that. You got your ducky. Good job. Good job. You got it. Hello, it is February 10th, so it's been about 2 weeks since our last update, and much has happened. I didn't film because most of that time I, to be honest, spent in a little bit of a mental health funk, partially because it's been extremely cold. We've had Most days have been okay, but there's been days where it's way too cold to even go outside, and that just makes my mental health so bad. Plus combined with monthly girly hormone stuff that just makes life miserable happening at the same time. I also finished all of my commissions, which was super fun to do. They went really, really well. I ended up doing 5 total, and I didn't film any of that process, partially because I just really needed to like sit down and focus and not be thinking about filming when I was doing them, because they really took a lot of my attention, and also because I didn't want to be like showing people's reference photos in the background of where I was working. That felt a little weird. But I will show you the finished pieces. So I ended up doing 5 of them total. A couple of them were just couple portraits. A couple of them were couples with their pets, which were super, super fun to do. And I ended up doing different colored backgrounds for each of them that kind of matched the things that people requested to put in the commissions. I think next time I would be a little bit more specific about getting people to tell me what they want for colors. For a couple of them, I kind of just went with my gut, and I wish I had been a little bit more specific about getting requests for color. But then I'm torn because it's like, it's also really hard. I think it works the most smoothly when I get the final say on what the colors are going to be, because I can make sure that everything looks good together. But I think I would ask for just like a little bit of direction, like a basic color, and then I'm gonna pick like the tone of whether it's gonna be like a warmer or a cooler version of that color. I had a combination of people requesting to get their little like banners with their names on them versus just having it be just the people and the pets themselves. I really feel like I learned so much doing them that at the end of having these 5 completed, I have really made a big leap forward in my ability to do portraits, so I'm really excited about that. I ended up kind of working on them, like I do the same stage for all 5. I do the sketches for all 5, and then I do the like color blocking, and then I do it that way so that they were all kind of being worked on equally at the same time. And I really liked that method because then when I was getting to the end, I knew that they were all almost done. I wasn't like, okay, this one's done, but this one isn't even started yet. And so that saved me a lot of mental stress, I think. So I'm really glad I did it that way. Also, they came out more consistent because I did them like that. I ended up doing them completely digitally. I did my samples with paint, but I just decided that I needed the flexibility to be able to work on them on my iPad wherever I was at the time. And I also kind of like tried some new techniques and found some new brushes that really helped give me the traditional painting look that I wanted while working digitally anyway. So they turned out, I'm really, really happy with them. I feel I got past some blocks that I've been struggling with doing digital illustration while doing these, so it felt really good. It was really fun. And then on top of that, doing all of the commissions, I also have been doing some really boring admin behind the scenes stuff, figuring out details for doing a new illustration project, which I'm sure you'll hear more about as I begin the steps to work on it. It's too soon to say very much about it, but I'm excited. And the new stickers came in. The ones that I was working on earlier in this vlog and started in the last one. So we've got the homebody sticker. I'm so pleased with how this turned out. I feel like I really captured the feeling that I was going for when I started designing this illustration, and I think it's very cute. And then the little guy. This one went through a lot of changes and adjustments throughout the process. I at one point had the background orange, and I kept going back and forth on whether or how I was gonna include the text, and I really like how I ended up going with it just being really small. I kind of like that you can't really tell what it says from far away. You can see it's a mushroom, but when you get up close, that's when you can read that it's just a little guy. I actually, for the first time, put my own stickers on my own water bottle. I don't have any of my own stickers on this water bottle, but I love these two so much. I just had to give them a place on my bottle, and they kind of go together, like they're completely accidentally, the colors that are in both are in both, and so they look nice sitting next to each other. So yeah, that's what's up. I have a few things in the works for this week. I'm hoping to do, I have to go get my passport updated this week because I am updating my last name since I got married, and that's just like a whole hassle of a thing, but I am really hoping to get started on my final 2, maybe 3 products that are going to go into my next shop update, because I really want to get that up on my shop within the next few weeks, because I have a market next month and I want everything to be up on my shop, and then the shop update has already launched on my website before I bring everything to the market. Yeah, it's one of those weeks where I have a lot of personal stuff I need to do as well, so I can make no promises about what the next part of this vlog is going to look like, but I hope you'll come along for the ride. working on finishing the last 2 items that are going to be part of my upcoming shop update. I have a sticker sheet in mind and I have a bookmark in mind, both that are inspired by products that have already been popular in my shop in the past, so I'm hoping that turning them into other types of products will go over well. I'm hoping to finish them this week, the designs of them, so that I can start manufacturing them and taking product photos and doing other shop launch related stuff the next week and the week after. I also have lots of baking to do in the next couple of days. I bought ingredients to make cookies so I can make Valentine's cookies and treats to share with friends and family. I'm also making pizza dough today because I found a recipe for using my sourdough discard for making pizza dough. I've been nurturing a little sourdough starter for about a year. My friend gave me some of her her discard from her family's 100-year-old starter because I was never able to successfully start one on my own. It was starting from a store-bought culture or just trying to build it from water and flour just was never working for me, but ever since getting one from my friend I've been able to keep it alive successfully. But I rarely actually have time to make bread because it's so intensive, all the steps, and you have to know days ahead that you're gonna make it, and I don't usually have that much time for something like that. But I have been really enjoying using the discard when I feed it to make things with it. So we made pizza dough with it a couple weeks ago and it was so good, so we're doing that again tonight. And making the pizza dough is pretty easy. You just do the starting steps, which take about an hour, and then it just has to proof, I think is the right term, for 2 hours of just doing right now, and then it's pretty much ready to go. So pretty easy and delicious.
What you doing? What you doing?
Hello, good morning. Last night I was watching, well, watching is a loose term. When Kelsey watches the hockey game, I just sit on the couch with him and I'm there for emotional support while I do my own thing usually. And I worked on my bookmark design, which I think is done, although I haven't looked at it with fresh eyes yet today, but I'll show you where it's at. I didn't film while I was doing it because the lighting down there is not great. So this is what it's looking like. I need a new iPad screen protector so bad. Please don't judge the horrible state of my screen protector. I realized that the way I was doing my bookmarks, I'm creating problems for myself because I haven't done the designs with bleed. So basically I'm just trying to cut them right on the edge, and while I do have like a background behind them that makes the bleed less noticeable, I have decided I'm just gonna redesign them so they all have bleed as part of the design because it will just work better, I think, especially with something like this. And it opens up the doors to like things I can put on bookmarks that will still work as long as I accommodate for bleed. I don't know if any of that made any sense. I hope it did. I think I'm happy with this. I'm going to do a few little tweaks and then I'm going to bring it into Photoshop and turn it into what's going to be my new... I use like the same Photoshop template for all of my products that are the same, like my cards and my bookmarks and my prints and stuff, so that it helps to make sure that all my products come out consistently, I find. So I'm going to make a new Photoshop file for my bookmarks so they come out consistently. One of my friends who commissioned me to do for the Valentine's commissions, his partner and their 2 pets, he wanted one also separate of just the two pets. So this is Coco and Khaleesi. Aren't they so cute? I think they turned out awesome. If you knew the animals in real life, you'd know how much I captured their essence. Yeah, I think today my goal is just going to be to like do the bookmark document and call it there for today. And then I'm gonna keep working on the flower sticker sheet for tomorrow. I think even though I have a few things scheduled tomorrow, it'll be realistic to try and at least finish the illustration for that sticker sheet, if not like actually editing and printing it and all that stuff. But I'm pretty on track for all my goals this week, which feels good. Happen often, but my test print came out beautiful on the first try. The downside of setting the bookmark file up this way with the files with extra bleed on the edges is it means I used to be able to fit 5 bookmarks on a printed sheet, but now I can only fit 4, but I think it's worth the sacrifice. The quality of the bookmarks is overall going to be better, so I'm not going to have issues with like little bits of edge creeping in on the edge of the bookmarks. I think they're going to look way better. I really love it. They turned out really cute. I'm really excited for these. These warm blues are just like, oh, they just speak to my soul. I think because I feel pretty confident that they're going to turn out, I'm going to print one more sheet and then make them, and then I will have 8 of them, and that will be what I will have for the shop update. Oh, I was also going to mention one of the videos that's on my list of videos to make is a how I make my bookmarks video. So please let me know in the comments if that's something that you would be interested in watching, because my videos like how I make my cards and how I make my sticker sheets and stuff have been some of my most popular in the past. So yeah, let me know if that's something you're interested in, because that would be helpful. Thank you. My sweaters are both so staticky. Like every time I move, I can hear the static. Does anybody know how to get static out of clothes? Help me. We've reached the end. It's time for the end of vlog recap. I had thought at first that this was going to be the shop update vlog, but I'm still terrible at estimating how long things are going to take me to get done. So it was the products almost ready for shop update vlog, I guess. I still don't know what I'm going to call this vlog because it was kind of just a mishmash of work that I did in January and February. But my bookmarks are just about ready to go. I am just about to laminate them. My sticker sheet is almost ready to go. I've learned the hard way that sometimes I think a sticker sheet is gonna work as stickers and then I like start manufacturing them, and I did realize there's some things I would have wanted to change about them, so I'm gonna actually like make a test sheet before I start mass creating this sheet of little flower stickers, just to make sure they actually like are exactly what I want them to be in sticker form. So hopefully end of this week I'm gonna be doing the product photos and getting the listings ready on my website and all that stuff so that I can have a shop update ready for next week or the week after. I also have a market coming up, and I like to have a fresh batch of pins and magnets whenever I do a market, so I'm gonna have to do some of those. And I'm also working on an illustration project I'm really excited about. I'm doing some building illustrations for a small town in Alberta, so hopefully in the next one you'll see some more little sneak peeks. I've been working on that. Thank you so much for watching. Your kindness and attention means so much to me. If you like this video, please remember to hit subscribe. It really helps me out. And if you really liked it, you can hit the notification bell to be the first to know when I launch a new video. Another way you can really help me out is by recommending my videos to a friend. If there's someone you know who you think would like this content, send it their way. It really helps me a lot. I had a little end of video secret, but I forget what it was, so I guess this video isn't gonna have one. Sorry. See you in the next one, friends. Stay warm out there. Bye!